Today I'm going to explain to you and show you how social media algorithms work for dummies. And this comes after growing 6 million followers for myself and my clients, along with doing over $13 million in sales using these social media algorithms. So let's get into it. It's going to be a quick video today. Basically how it looks is this. You post your piece of content here, right? And it gets recommended to this first kind of circle of people. And when it's recommended, you're getting weighted. Instagram works this way, YouTube works this way, Twitter, all these platforms work this way. And they all work slightly differently, so I'm not going to get very specific. It's going to be a high-level overview. Again, it's for dummies, right? They all work very similarly in that they get shown to this first group of people. And when they get shown to this first group of people, you're getting plus and minus and did someone like the post? Did they share it? Did they save it? Like, what happened here? And if it gets weighted positively enough, they will show it to this next group of people, okay? This next group here. And this next group is probably going to be pretty similar, okay, to this first group. And what I'll tell you is these algorithms are smart. Once you posted enough content, you're out there a little bit, they'll show it to people that they think are going to like your content based on all the data that they have on people and the data they have on you and your content, okay? And when they start to show it to that first group and they say, yeah, like they have a positive response, and it goes to the next group, okay? The same thing happens. There's another weighting here. It might be similar, it might not be. They don't really release that type of stuff. But again, if there's a positive weighting here, they're going to show it to the next, okay? And how you get those videos that just hit like escape velocity, or those pieces of content that just go nuts, is you have a ton of people actually engaging with the content and saying, wow, this is good content. The algorithm detects that and shows it to more people. The algorithm is nothing more, and there's gonna be two words here I need you to remember. It is nothing more than a distribution, okay, distribution vehicle. Okay, just like you might pay for advertising, you might pay Facebook to put your content in front of more people. The algorithm is a similar distribution vehicle, but it'll do it for you for free if your content is good enough. And that's the whole key with this, content. The entire algorithm revolves around content and people, because the algorithm is full of people. The algorithm just reads how people interact with the content to determine who it should show it to and how many people it should show it to, because the entire goal of these algorithms and these platforms is to keep people on the platform. And so if your content is keeping content and people, right, very, very closely connected, if the content is keeping people on the platform, the algorithm will push that content out and push that content to be shown to a lot more people. It's a distribution vehicle, okay? Now, a piece of content dies when it stops getting oomph from people. People stop sharing it. People stop saving it. People stop liking it. People stop commenting. The biggest things that you can get from a piece of content are watch time, okay? They're on it a lot, so it's keeping people on the platform, and shares. These are the two things that I found on a broad scale on every platform matter the most. On Twitter, people call it X, I call it Twitter. It's still Twitter to me. Retweets, for example, or they link it to their friend. Instagram, DMing it to their friend, or just watching the video over and over. Similar stuff on YouTube. These two things matter. So if you have a shareable piece of content that gets a high amount of watch time, that thing's going to go. Likes don't matter as much as you think. Comments, shares, watch time, all that. Those are the big things. And when you post a piece, it's consistently going out and out and out until the algorithm says people really don't like this, okay? And so it works like this. It works in layers. And it works with people. The algorithm is simply people. And people don't understand that. People posting content like, I don't know why my content isn't doing good. It's not a good piece of content. If you aren't getting pushed, it's not a good piece of content. Yeah, there might be some shadow bans and stuff like that, and we'll talk about that in a second. But in general, if your piece of content is not getting pushed, it's because people don't like it. People aren't engaging with it. You're not good enough. Okay, and we have plenty of content on this channel that talks about how to be good enough when posting content. Now, this is my weighting scale for the algorithm, okay? Everybody, when you start a new account, starts at 0. You start right over here. Okay, you start at 0. And you have the opportunity to go to -10 or +10. I'm look, I'm using an example here. It probably doesn't exactly work like this, but this is the easiest way to give you guys kind of the information, okay? Now, from zero, if you start to do good things, you post good content, you have videos go viral, amazing. Like you're gonna have this trajectory where you're linearly just like going up and up in the algorithm because you have a super healthy account. There's no flags or bans in your account or anything like that. You're complying with all the rules. You're posting good content, amazing. Like you're getting shown. You're gonna get shown more because you're healthy. Instagram or YouTube or these platforms, X, whatever it is, they say, wow, like this stuff is good. I'm going to keep showing it to people. Now, what happens is people post a lot of bad content. Or let's say you started out on this trajectory right here. You're doing pretty good. And over time, your quality just isn't that good. And the market just kind of catches up and surpasses you. And you never changed anything. And slowly but surely, your engagement is going down. And people are kind of engaging with you less and less. Your story isn't super marketable, stuff like that. You're slowly going to fall in the algorithm. And eventually, you're going to go to negative recommendation. And you go to negative recommendation when people see your content and they scroll. Right? So they're scrolling past you. They're unfollowing you. And you start to get negatively rated. Or they're just like not interested on a post, because a lot of these platforms you can select not interested on posts. And so when negative stuff like this happens, you're going to be negatively weighted in the algorithm. You'll see things like this happen where people will go viral for certain things that aren't really the things they talk about. And so they'll get weighted super, super high, and then they're just posting their normal content, and then they'll start to fall like this. Or people will buy followers, and so they'll be growing, and then they'll buy, and Instagram's like, oh my God, they're going viral, they're famous. And then that content starts to get shown to all the people that just followed on that spike. And slowly but surely you come down like this because everybody's unfollowing, they're scrolling past, they're not interested. And so that's why you never buy followers. That's why you never do any of these like weird celebrity giveaways. That's why you don't do any of these. Look, the biggest thing is this. If someone presents you with a hack or a shortcut, okay, these two things, a hack or a shortcut to get a ton of followers that doesn't have to do with producing good content, it will not work in the long run. And so if you have a long-term mindset and you want to grow your company, the only thing you should be focusing on when it comes to the algorithms is one thing: content. Good content that people like, right? It's good stuff that people like, that has watch time and gets shares. That's it. We just covered that. That's how the algorithms work. That's how you get pushed in the algorithm. You put out stuff that people give a shit about. And if they give a shit about it, they'll tell their friends about it, they'll watch a bunch of it, and that content will get pushed in the algorithm, and you will become viral, famous. You'll get the result that you want. You'll get your stuff seen so you can sell more of your products. It's that simple. So look, guys, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. This is Launch Socials. I am Nick from Launch Socials. I am the owner at the company. If you want help making good content and getting in the algorithm with your brand, or you're not sure why it's not working for you, go down below. There's 2 links in the description. You can apply for a spot with us where we help people with faceless pages and we help people with their personal brands on social media. It's been a pleasure having you here watching this video. Like I said, if you enjoyed this, subscribe. And if you're interested in more help and getting some one-on-one help with stuff like this that I just went over, make sure to go to that link below, submit an application, and we can chat. Again, my name is Nick, and I will see you guys in the next video.